Welcome to your weekly forecast. It's Empress Melissae, and you are joining me here on Venusian Empress Oracle. Let's get into your weekly reading and see what is going on in the forecast for the cards, shall we? We're going to be tapping into the Auset Egyptian Oracle cards. Ra and the sarcophagus energy coming out today. Much enlightenment to be gained as we go within and do that inner work. As we pull away from everything else around us and connect once again with that divinity within us, right? Sashata, and talking about writing, and what is the other word here? Creating and writing a new story in our life, right? How many of us are up for that? Are willing to do the sacrifice necessary to step into a new chapter of our lives? That could be the message today. Stick around and see. Now, if you were drawn here, it was not by accident. There is a message here for you, perhaps to learn how to settle the score. I just heard the Metallica song. I don't remember what it's from at the moment. Settle the score. Touch me again with the words that you will hear evermore. Don't tread on me. Yeah, that's the song. Don't tread on me. I love me some Metallica, if you guys know anything about me. But in any case, we've got 9 of Wands energy and 5 of Wands. This is adding up to a 14, coming to a 5. Somebody is definitely over the conflicts, over the karmic cycles, going through the same types of scenarios, if you will, with people over and over again, and perhaps thinking that you are connecting with people who are like you or of the same energy, and then you end up finding out that you're just in competition perhaps with them. People could be spying on you right now, right? Because perhaps you're pulling yourself back and you're saying, I'm not engaging in these petty arguments, with you or anyone else. All right, guys, take what resonates with these readings, of course, and leave the rest, understanding that, these are not going to resonate entirely, most likely, with all of you. But 222, again, there is a message here for you today. So use your discernment to understand what that may be for you that you can use moving through this next week. If you need a personal reading, do reach out in the information at the description box. 3 of Cups coming out with passages. Wow. So we definitely could be seeking that passageway to our happiness, if you will, that secret door. So what is that secret door for you? Also stick around, guys, to the end. We will answer one question for you with the divination coin. Let's get into this and see what is going on for the week ahead. Thank you so much to the angels, ancestors, way showers, and guides for sending your wisdom and setting the circle of protection around us as we receive it. Evil eye back to sender. And thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I truly appreciate you, and I do truly hope you find the messages you are seeking to find that better life. You could be seeking assistance from Spirit or God at this time to help you as you're navigating this new passageway, if you will, a place that you've never been before. We got some Alice in Wonderland energy coming out on the Friday read. So, men energy. Yeah, you could have a lot of men coming at you right now. But this is all talking about fertility. It's like, with the men energy, I also see the Tower card. You know what I mean? It's like bringing the tower down perhaps around all of these situations, those, again, karmic situations, allowing that flood to come in and perhaps destroy, things that do not need to be any longer. But after a time, as the Nile River card talks about, there is growth. And the sun always comes out. The sun will come out tomorrow. And are you willing to take that journey in the bark? Horus's bark, which means going over that rainbow bridge, regaining your power and strength by letting something devastating, perhaps from the past, go. Hathor, love and healing. So this is going to be very important, love and music. So maybe your love of music right now is what's going to be helpful at this time to help you move through this time frame. All right, any of you out there like to dance and sing, especially when you're by yourself, this is a great opportunity to use that energy that you can build. Quebsenuf energy talks about fire spirit, building your energy up so that you can have the power you need to get through these situations. We're also stepping into the summer months, so it's all about having fun. You know, it's all about enjoying music, perhaps. Some of you may be going to some EDM concerts or something of that nature, or just concerts in general. Since I was singing there just a minute ago, Metallica is coming as well in September. I have a lot of, I did see Metallica when I was younger, you know, just a quick story about me, but I was actually pregnant with one of my children, my oldest one, and I got a drumstick, you know, from Lars at one of the concerts, and I still have it. My daughter ended up loving Metallica, so I allowed her to hold on to it. So, you know, it's, there's a lot of history coming up here today, perhaps for you, you know, like you're tapping back into those things that you've had fun with. And maybe, you know, music was a love of yours in the past, is what I'm tapping in here today with. So maybe you are going to some concerts this summer or something of that nature. The number for this card looks like it's a 29 for Quebsenuf. 9, 10, 11. So 11 is like mastering your energy is what this really feels like, quite honestly. Let's read this. How many of you feel like you're starting to master your energy more, contain it perhaps, you know, because this is a container that this Horus head is on top of, and this is like, you know, rising to the occasion and standing in your power. Are you starting to feel that uprising, if you will, within you? All right, so this card says, the hawk-headed Quebsenuf is one of the 4 sons of Horus, said to inhabit the human body as the fire spirit. He is best known as one of the coronary of the canopic jars that held the organs of the deceased, and in this case, the intestines. So are any of you out there feeling like nervous or just like a lot of stress in your gut? Maybe having some intestinal issues, bloating, diarrhea, any of those kinds of things, even constipation, right? Because it feels like it's hard to move the energy, perhaps. All right, so hold on, I lost my place, guys. Quebsenuf can be called upon to increase the fire and energy levels in your body, and he helps with nutrient absorption. So really be aware of what you're taking into your body at this time so that you can help to build that energy and fire, not only of your spirit, but your energy, you know, your actual physical energy levels, if you will, which in turn relates to spiritual energy. All right, guys. You will feel his protective presence if you request it. So request it. You got to speak up and ask always. It is as a warm, fluttering energy, and he can assist you greatly with self-healing, which we saw that with the music and love, you know, needing to get back in tune with that higher vibration so that we can move forward in our lives in those more powerful ways, right? So a channeled message from Quebsenuf says, I come now from the west to give you new life, for I am Quebsenuf, he who refreshes his brethren with fire energy. Know if you visit Egypt, I can help you or hinder you. So be aware of this and invoke me respectfully. My energy is in your intestines, so invoke me and you will feel my energy. I call on Quebsenuf at this time, and you may do so as well, to fill me with that new fire, you know, that fire to get out there and really live this experience, you know, be engaged within myself, within spirit and life itself. Work with me and dear Sekhmet For many changes are coming to your life. So this is definitely letting you know that, especially as you engage with this energy, you're going to help bring about those positive changes you've so been wanting in your life. So for abundance, expect a fiery response if asking for a loan from a friend. Take care with your money rather than overspending. So do be aware of your money 1010 right now, all right? Coming up on the timer. For love, an exciting relationship might have temporary problems. A new I thought it said romantic. A new relationship probably won't last due to heated arguments, because you're going through a lot of changes right now. So it's best to wait until you get to the other side of these changes, right? Because again, Horus, this is one of the sons of Horus. And this is what you're building so that you can get past and over, whatever past energies, that you've been hanging on to perhaps, or needing to. How interesting behind that was Sekhmet. Wow. So this is very, very powerful for whoever is feeling this, especially if you've got those fluttering, warm feeling in your body as I've been pulling out these cards with Horus and Sekhmet and all of that. If you are, oh my God, and behind that, Horus, are you kidding me? This is absolutely 1111 I just saw on the timer. This is a major, major opportunity to allow that flood to come in. Oh my God, and Min is behind that. Wow. This is very powerful because this is coming out in the pre-shuffle, right? So, it's all about being aware of how you're holding your energy, what you're allowing to heal at this time, all right? Taking back your rightful place on the throne where you belong after a long and difficult battle perhaps, because the Horus energy talks about a slow victory. But getting back into that energy of Quebsenuf and, as he talked about Sekhmet as well. In fact, here it says, right here, work with me and dear Sekhmet, for many changes are coming to your life. Do you understand that? So it's like if you are really 1212 tapping into this energy, you have been through a lot of difficulties, but it's time to let the energy of your feelings around those difficulties go, is what I'm hearing, and move over that bridge. It's like build a bridge and get over it kind of energy, right? What's going to do that? By loving yourself enough to say, I did my best, perhaps, in whatever these situations were, 1, 2, 3, 4. But I know when it is time to go, perhaps. Who is behind her? Oh, hang on, I picked up 2 cards. We've got Selket, and magical protection is coming out behind Hathor, all right? So you are protected, even though you may not feel like you have your sea legs about you just yet, It's like keep staying in that energy that's going to help you to rise higher. Does that make sense to anybody out there? Definitely hit the like button if you're resonating, and let me know down in the comments. For work and career, good for work advancement. Take care not to enter into heated arguments. So everything this week around any aspect of your life is going to be, don't get into arguments with people. Don't get hot-headed. If others are being that way, separate yourself and take some time away. Move to calmer waters. Yes, that's exactly what I heard with all of these cards here. Move to calmer waters. And that I think that's what I'm going to name this. What's going to help your energy? Moving to the calmer waters, right? Getting back into that space of love, of who you truly are, right? And not being negatively affected by, or continuing to be negatively affected. And with that 9 of Wands energy we saw coming out in the pre-shuffle with the wounded warrior, staying in that energy where you feel like nothing can change for you. For travel, and so basically what it's saying is you have the power to hold your energy in any way you want to. That is the beauty and the the awesomeness of free will, but you suffer the consequences when you don't choose wisely. So just be aware of that. For travel, take care to prevent stomach problems when traveling. In Egypt, remember to ask for spiritual permission before entering the tombs that are protected by the fire elementals. Be very aware of that, especially if any of you are visiting Egypt soon, or the pyramids, if you will, any of these sites. For health, short-term health concerns soon heal. Ask Quebsenuf to help you if you have low energy or stomach problems. I'm definitely calling on you, Quebsenuf, for low energy. Definitely helped me to increase my energy, and my stomach has been healing, I will say. So I do feel really good about that. 15-15. So family, difficulties should settle soon, and try to avoid possible heated arguments at present. How many of you are feeling like you really are having to do your best to try to avoid getting into these arguments, or how many of you have been actually caught up in some of these, right? And in what capacity, at work, at home? I'm just really curious. For the future, unaffected by your current situation, this situation will the current situation will settle and pass, but you will absorb the wisdom from it. So it's like, again, when we saw all of that energy of the storm with the Min energy and the Nile River with the flooding and things of that nature, but we know that after the storm passes, the rainbow, right? It's like it's always assured that everything is going to be better once the difficulties pass. So this is about holding out and staying, weathering those storms, right? And allowing yourself to stay in a good place within it all, through it all. You know what I mean? Okay, guys, let's get some tarot on this. Wow, that was quite a reading just in and of itself. But this is what you are seeking, your happiness. And this is absolutely how you're going to get it, all right? By working on your own energy and understanding that, like with that rainbow energy, that all is not lost, right? All is not lost. But you may have to walk away from something, absolutely, to be able to have your Ten of Cups. And that could be anything from the current situation you're in, whether that be a relationship or work, moving home, whatever the case may be for you. But you are realizing why you're not happy, and that you are not happy in your current situation. All right? One or the other, or both. And this is a time for you to really make those changes, to really step back into your power. But each one of us has to make that choice, again, with the free will, and ask for that power to help us, to be sure, to make the right choice, to not be disillusioned one more time, right? And that's exactly what this Seven of Cups in reverse talks about. Being clear, not being disillusioned, right? Oh, you are definitely in your seat of power at this time. At least you know what it is that you do want and don't want. I feel like you are absolutely sensing these energies out much clearer within yourself and around you. What it is you will put up with and what you won't put up with. What's going on behind the scenes, perhaps, with the situation that you're either in, or that connection within yourself. The horn is being blown, and Gabrielle is saying we must step up to the plate. 1818 coming out. We must use our intuition wisely. The B and the J talks about the masculine and feminine aspects, you know. So this could be that intuition within ourselves, or this can be within a relationship, all right? But it is coming to that decision, perhaps, that we know we need to make, because we've got the Six of balance is needed within ourselves, and we know that we need to make a decision. If it's not about a relationship, it's about our relationship with ourselves, and how we're speaking to ourselves, how we are encouraging ourselves as we're moving through this world. Hierophant energy could either be relating to being married to someone, or being more committed in your own practice, you know, stepping into your role as that leader even more powerfully is also what this could be. Could also relate to, you could be someone who works in a government type of job or facility, federal, that kind of thing. But I do feel like you are going to get some justice, if nothing else, because that could definitely be a court situation that we're talking about with that Hierophant energy. But there's been a lot of confusion that has gone on in the past for you. Something that really has pulled on you, especially from a mental perspective. Not being able to fully understand yourself, perhaps, or just how you think or what is the right way to move forward. There could be a lot of things that this could be relating to with mental energy, understanding people around you, your place in the world, your purpose, why things aren't going the way that you had thought that they would or hoped that they would by this point in your life. This could be a lot of things as far as that worry and confusion. What you know, though, is that you're not in that place of being healed, and that is something that's very important to you. I feel like you're taking that stand with the Hierophant energy and the immediate energy, or what's happening on the mundane. Maybe you are learning more about Reiki, or you're becoming a priest or a priestess, or some kind of role like that, if you will, to help you with that healing. And maybe that's what is going to help you to heal your mind. Could be, some kind of mental healing that we're talking about here. And finding that spirituality perhaps is helping that psychological aspect of being in the right place, because the connecting energy coming out here today is we're definitely going to need to get in balance before we move further forward on our path. All right, we're going to need to get right within ourselves, definitely, and have that balance, because Spirit is opening a lot of doors for us at this time, very abundant ones, and we're going to have to be ready to walk through these doors. We're going to have to be in that healed and balanced place to be able to really take advantage of all of the blessings perhaps that are coming forward for us. And this card did speak of that there are blessings coming forward, but we have to ask that our energy would be uplifted to be able to receive them. Judgment is being called, absolutely, perhaps on someone outside of yourself. This could absolutely be in relation to a relationship, B and J. Those letters could be important to you. But look at this on both of these cards. The horn is being blown, and you are being asked to step up to the plate, to rise out of this energy, whether it's you alone or whether it's out of your life situation with someone else, perhaps, where things have been in that state of disillusionment, where you have not been happy, perhaps. All right, let me know below how this is resonating. Hopes, wishes, and fears is that perhaps things don't just grow to a certain point and then it's kind of like, well, I guess that's what I have to be happy with the Seven of Pentacles, right? He's just looking at it like, yeah, that's not bad, but I was really thinking that there was going to be more, This is a little bit disappointing, that we don't have more going on at this point. This is about taking control, all right, and not allowing other people to take the reins of our life is what I see with this energy here with the King of Wands in reverse. Absolutely, this could be a fire sign. You could be, or you could be dealing with one, but this is definitely not going to help you to feel passionate about your life. If you keep going in the direction it feels like that you've been going in, the same circles, if you will, something has to change is what this feels like. And I think you know that. You're tired of being left out in the cold, perhaps by everyone else, and not really honoring yourself and your values. And does nothing but leave you disappointed and hurt in the mind and in the heart is what this feels like. It's like your mind is always, because you are dealing with these, disappointments, whether they be currently or from the past that we're still just holding the energy of in our mind. It's affecting our energy of our heart and keeping those storm clouds around. You might feel like you have a black cloud following you, or that you have had a black cloud following you. But this is an opportunity for you to understand that it really is all about you rising from this energy of being dead within your spirit or within a situation around you. The energy is dead, 24/24. It's time to be in a reciprocal type of dynamic, no matter what that may be. And I feel like we are tired of being in this place, unhealed, worrying, right? The person that I feel like I'm tapping into is really ready to leave it all behind and take back their power once again. All right, guys, you ready to get some messages out of advice here? This is the Divine Doors message cards. Let's see what we have going on here. Absolutely reach out if you need a personal reading, if this is resonating and you would like to know more about your situation. But this is definitely feeling like a being called out energy in some way. And here we are with the passages, and we were reading about that. Passages was coming, I was talking about that with the Horace Bark energy. This is a passageway. You know, we see that with this Ace of Pentacles. It's like you have this fortunate opportunity to get out of a situation perhaps that has done nothing but drained you, whether that be financially or otherwise. But definitely your energy has been pulled on quite a bit. And when that's the case, it can affect all areas of your life, right? But this is a time that you can move through this. So this card says, spiritual signs of inclinations. You are walking through passages of your manifestation. What? This is all about manifestation. What is it that you really want to manifest? You're never going to be able to move through these doors under a lower energy if your manifestations are on a higher plane or in a different frequency than what you're admitting. So allow yourself, Spirit is saying, to really just rise to the occasion once again. Step up to the plate and walk through these doorways that you know is really going to be amazing once you get to the other side of. Heck, sing songs and dance along the way until you get to where you're going. Do whatever it is that you need to in positive ways to keep your spirit uplifted as you're going through these passages, right? They can be difficult, absolutely, and they do pull on your energy, but it's going to be so worth it in the end. Ooh. Excuse me. All right, one more card out here today. Trust the universe. How beautiful. I love it. So this is that Hierophant energy. Trust the universe. That's what I get with this here. So you are walking through the doorways you need to. It's just about trusting, all right, that you're going the right direction. So intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing is not yours, but the universe at play. This card says, have faith and breathe. All right. Intuition has wandered astray. Yes. Don't let your mind wander and cause you to think those negative thoughts, right? That keep you worried, keep you thinking that, oh, you're just going backwards and you're going to end up in the same situation kind of energy. This could be what's keeping you stuck and not allowing you to heal and not allowing you to move forward. You may be thinking that you are, or maybe you know that you're not, or that there's one particular thing that is kind of causing that block and holding you back and not allowing you to go through those doorways and those passages you really want to, that you're really going to be happy with, my dears. All right, you ready to get an answer to your question, guys? Let's do it in 3, 2, and 1. The answer at this time, my dears, is a hard no. So you know exactly what you need to do. I trust, and I wish you nothing but the best. I will see you hopefully again soon. Tomorrow will be wonderful for our Crystal Magic message on Crystal Mandala Magic Monday. All right, so Take care of yourselves, my loves, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.